Now, Pocklington School York takes on South Hunsley Comprehensive Hull in On Your Marks.
On Your Marks, being brought to you tonight from Hull. Now, our teams tonight in the next 30 minutes will be demonstrating their wizardry with words and their general knowledge of the world around them. So let's meet them. Please welcome Pocklington School, who are planning tonight to challenge South Hunsley School from Melton. And representing Pocklington tonight, we have the captain, Natalie Hall. Welcome to On Your Marks, Natalie. And assisting Natalie, we have James Empson. And last but not least, Fred Goldberg. Now, Natalie, Pocklington School is near York, and it's a mixed school now, but there are some famous old boys, aren't there?
Yeah, well, Aid Edmondson, who's from Bottom, he used to go there.
From what?
Bottom.
Yes, of course, yes.
And William Wilberforce.
Now, what's he famous for?
He's famous, he was responsible for the abolition of the slave trade.
Yeah, right, that was a couple of 100 years ago.
Just a few, yeah.
It's quite an old school. All right, but coming to more recent times, I know that certain members of the school have won a video production award, quite a
Oh yeah, we've won quite a few awards actually for producing videos. One of them was Surfers Against Sewage.
Yes.
And we've had quite a few more.
So quite a good media studies department
Yeah.
then. Okay. A big round of applause to Pocklington School. And representing South Hunsley School tonight, we have the captain, Dan Archer, no relation, and also assisting Dan, we have Natalie Stewart and Joe Sargison. Now, Dan, there are a lot of quite famous musicians who've been to the school, aren't there?
Yes, we had Dean Collinson, who wrote the song for Sonia, Better the Devil You Know, in the Eurovision Song Contest.
Is that something you're proud of?
No. Notorious, but... And we had also Kingmaker, who were originally from South Hunsley. They had a song in the top 15 a while back.
Okay, now are you planning on doing well tonight?
Oh, yes.
Beating this lot over here?
Easily, no problem.
All right, we'll see how you do. A big round of applause for South Hunsley. And now it's time to meet the prawn in this cocktail of a show. Please welcome Greg Scott.
Very nice, thank you, Carol. In this first half of the show, as usual, I'll be whacking vowels and consonants on the board. The correct answers given to Carol in the quiz. And of course, later on, we'll have two teachers battling it out in the word search. But right now, we go back to the vivacious Miss Vorderman.
Okay, let's crack on, teams. Fingers on buzzers. Time to win consonants. If you get the wrong answer, I'll pass it over to the opposing side. So, teams, on your marks. Who plays the part of King George III in the recently released film The Madness of King George? Joe South Hunsley.
Nigel Hawthorne.
Is absolutely right. What's the name of the sharp-edged cutting teeth found at the front of the jaw? Joe South Hunsley.
Canine.
No, I'll hand that over to Pocklington. Sharp cutting teeth, have a guess?
Incisal.
Is absolutely right. What's the name of the broad grinding teeth found at the back of the jaw? Natalie South Hunsley.
Molars.
Is right. What word is used to describe tribes who wander from place to place? Joe South Hunsley.
Nomadic.
Nomads, nomadic, yes. Who was the famous Russian revolutionary whose real name was Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov? James Pocklington.
Stalin.
No, it wasn't. I'll hand that over.
Lenin.
Lenin is right. Who's the famous Russian revolutionary who was killed in Mexico in 1940? Natalie South Hunsley.
Stalin.
No, it wasn't. I'll hand that over.
Trotsky.
Trotsky is right. Look at your screens, please, teams. What's the name of this castle? James Pocklington.
Hampton Court.
No, it isn't. I'll hand that over.
Windsor.
Windsor Castle is right. And still on your buzzers, why might J.R. Ewing be interested in what has been discovered in the grounds of Windsor Castle? What has been discovered there? James Pocklington.
Oil. Oil.
Oil has been discovered there indeed. Back on the buzzers, which leader of the Israelites received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai? James Pocklington
Moses.
is right. What nickname was given to King Ethelred? James Pocklington.
Ethelred and Ready.
Absolutely right. What's the name of the large volcano on the island of Sicily? James Pocklington.
Edna.
Etna is right. Looking at your screens again, please, teams. When did this famous lady cease to be Prime Minister? James Pocklington
1990.
is correct. In what town did she grow up? James Pocklington
Grantham.
is right. Well done, both sides. Let's see how many they've got on their boards.
Pocklington have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consonants on the board, and South Hunsley have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consonants on the board, so not a lot in it. Let's now meet, before we go to the vowel round, the two teachers who are going to be playing the word search in just a moment. So please welcome from Pocklington School, David Rumbelow, and from South Hunsley, Andrew Moore. Come on, yes! Welcome to On Your Marks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. David, we'll talk to you first. Teacher of history, and also I see you're into amateur dramatics.
Yep.
Yeah. What sort of parts do you play?
I've played Buttons in Cinderella.
You play Buttons. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh, yes, yeah. South Hunsley, we have Andrew Moore, teacher of English.
That's right.
This is not your first time on a quiz, is it?
No, when I was a very, very young man, which was when dinosaurs ruled the earth, I was very lucky to be on Top of the Form on BBC Radio.
And did you win?
We won the Midlands final, but after that, I'd rather forget about it, thank you.
Oh, right. So we wish you good luck for tonight. Let's go back now to Carol to get some vowels on the board.
Absolutely. This is an individual round, so we'll start with you, Natalie, from Pocklington. For the letter A, what is the name given to a natural fountain of hot water?
Spring.
No, it's actually a geyser. Going over to Dan for the letter A, what's the name given to the mouth of a river where it widens out to flow into the sea?
Estuary.
Estuary is right. James for the letter E, what word means to run away to get married?
Elope.
Elope is right. Natalie for the letter E, what's the name of the member of the cabinet who's regularly referred to in the press by the nickname Tarzan?
I don't know.
You don't know, it's Michael Heseltine. Going over to Fred for the letter I, what was the name of the movement in which women campaigned to be allowed to vote?
Suffragettes.
Is right. Joe for the letter I, in what year did John Major become Prime Minister? 89, 90 or 92?
90.
90 is right. Natalie for the letter O, which actress sang Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in Mary Poppins?
Julie Andrews.
Is right. Dan for the letter O. What was the stage name of the famous American actress Norma Jean Baker?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe is right. James for the letter U. What word can you put after rasp, goose, and black?
Berry.
Yes. And finally, Natalie for the letter U. Margaret Thatcher has twin children. What's her daughter's name? There's Mark Thatcher and...
I haven't a clue.
Oh, it's Carol. Great name, Carol Thatcher. All right, so let's see how many vowels you have on the board.
Okay, so here we go with the word search. Remember, teams, it's 1 point for each consonant used, 3 points for each vowel used, and there is also a bonus of 5 points for the longest word. However, any letters left over, any letters left unused, the points that they represent will be taken away from the final total achieved by our teams. You're having a good look already. If you're ready, on your marks, get set, go! And let's go with the word search. Pocklington against South Hunsley. Now you can shout out some answers if you want. You can help your teachers along. Remember the bonus of 5. That could make all the difference. Go, keep looking, keep shuffling, keep playing around with them. Not long to go, keep looking. And coming up for time. Anything else? That's it, that's it. Give them a round of applause. Come on, come on. So, let's have a look at what Pocklington have done, first of all. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for the consonants and 6 points for the two vowels. So, a total of 14 points. However, we do have 2 vowels left over, so we take away 6 points. So that's 8 points to Pocklington School. South Hunsley, however, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for the consonants used and 6 points for the 2 vowels. So that's 11 points, taking away 3 for the I left over. So that too is 8 points. However, we go to Pocklington once again because they get 5 points for the longest word. Bless or Grimy would have got the bonus, but it's only one lot of 5 points. So let's put those points on the master scoreboard. And at the end of round 1, we can see that Pocklington have got 13 points, South Hunsley on 8 points.
Well, quite a small margin between the teams at the end of our first round, but now it's time for Over to You. And this time we need lots of people from both schools to answer the following question with their bats. Now, on one side of the bat is the letter A, and on the other is the letter B, and I want to know the answer to this. Which of these 2 South American countries does not have a coastline? Is it A, Paraguay, or B, Uruguay?
Stick your boards up in the air. Let's have a look. Okay, well, we have, apart from having the longest Swedish group in history, all right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 A's and 2 B's for Pocklington School, and 1, 2, 3, 4, keep them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 B's and 3 A's for South Hunsley. So this is going to change the score. Carol, tell us the answer.
The answer is Paraguay, which is letter A. Which makes quite a difference to the master scoreboard. Now it looks like this. We have South Hunsley with 11 points and Pocklington with 21. And as we go into the end of part 1, here's a little anagram for you to try and resolve at home. Juggle these letters to find the name of a famous politician. Even I nearly despair. Who is it? We'll see you in part 2. On your marks. Yes,
Cat's eating the goldfish. Washer's eating my nightie. And the kids need their tea. But at least I don't have to worry about servicing my car. Boiler sprung a leak. And the bed sprung a spring. And he's lost all of his. At least I don't have to worry about looking after my car. And there's no escaping the ironing. And the bathroom's never free. At least my car insurance is. I love my new car. And the boys who look after it.
Your local Shire Ford dealers, with a great deal to offer.
2 aardvarks were out walking one fine, sunny day, when they came upon a delightful-looking pub. Fancy a pint of Mansfield, said the first aardvark. Not half, said the other. So in they went and were duly served 2 glorious pints of Mansfield bitter. They took a swig, which, for an aardvark, isn't hard work. Beer all right, inquired the landlord. Fuggle fantastic, chorused the aardvarks, referring to the fuggle hops that Mansfield is brewed with. Well, said the landlord, why the long faces? Mansfield bitter, the perfect head on the perfect body.
And the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme.
Only men's minds could ever have unmapped into abstraction such a territory.
Will you go? I sing.
The three-piece suite and bed warehouse's biggest ever sale is now on. Huge savings of up to 50% on our massive range of over 3,000 famous name three-piece suites and 3,000 beds. Everyone with guaranteed same-day free delivery or free storage. Remember, for the largest selection at possibly the lowest prices in the north, don't miss the massive sale at the three-piece suite and bed warehouse. First floor, 66 North Street, Leeds City Centre. Phone Leeds 242-5821. Sale now on.
For those of you playing at home, who was this famous politician? Juggle the letters, even I nearly despair, and you get the Reverend Ian Paisley. So well done to everyone who got that. Well, you join us in part 2 with the scores standing as follows. Pocklington School have 21 and South Hunsley have 11. So let's go over now to Greg and 2 more teachers to play teacher tests.
Yeah, here are the 2 teachers to take part in teacher tests. Would you please welcome from Pocklington, Mr. Andrew Towner, and from South Hunsley, Mr. David Walford. Here they are. Give us a high five. I wish I'd never done that. First of all, from Pocklington, we have Andrew Towner, a teacher of PE. You haven't just PE'd in this country, though, have you?
No, actually, I used to work in California over the summers.
And you've taught some interesting people.
Oh, yes, actually, I taught some football there to some quite famous actors who became famous actors. Jason Priestley and Luke Perry from 90210.
So you're used to working with handsome people like me? Yes. And from South Hunsley, David Walford, teacher of history, a student teacher.
Yes.
Student teacher, but you're not actually from South Hunsley, are you?
No, I'm from the United States.
The United States? Which
Yeah.
part?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yes.
We have a game coming up that is not for chickens. It's back to Carol.
I should hope so after that. Okay, what happens in this round is each team has the opportunity to answer a maximum of 12 questions in 40 seconds. Those points will go into the pot. Depending on which teacher wins the teacher test, they can double the points earned by their school. And these are going to be your questions. Are you ready, Pocklington? I certainly hope so. On your marks. What do the letters RN stand for?
Royal Navy.
Royal Navy is correct. In which year did the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor?
1943.
No, it wasn't. It was 1941. Complete this pair of names. Fry and
Laurie.
Correct. London. In which park would you find the zoo?
Regents.
Correct. What is 57 divided by 3?
19.
Correct. What sporting activity does Nick Faldo take part in?
Golf.
Correct. Beginning with A, the name of a tree and what is left after something has been burned?
Ash.
Correct. Who wrote the book Great Expectations?
Charles Dickens.
Correct. Where in Yorkshire is the Peace Hall?
Halifax.
Correct. What word? Well done, Pocklington. You have 8 points into your pot. Excellent. Now we move on to South Hunsley, and again you have a maximum of 12 questions to answer in 40 seconds. On your marks. What do the letters HMS stand for?
Her Majesty's Service.
Correct. Or ship. Complete this pair of names. Starsky and?
Hutch.
Correct. In which war was Britain involved from 1899 to 1902?
The Boer War.
Correct. London, where would you find a serpentine? Which park?
Pass.
Guess?
No, pass.
No. What is 16 multiplied by 4?
64.
Correct. What sporting activity does Gavin Hastings take part in?
Pass.
Rugby union. Who is the regular presenter of Countdown?
Richard Whiteley.
Yes. Beginning with D, the name of a famous horse race in a county town in the Midlands?
The Derby.
Correct. That's it. Your time is up, South Hunsley, but you have a good score. 6 points go in the pot for you. So we have 6 and 8. Let's see who doubles up. Over to Greg.
This game is all about strength. It's all about stamina. You've got to keep it horizontal. If the ball goes towards you, and at the end of the time, if the ball is nearest to you, then you lose the game. The other teacher doubles the points for their teams. Okay? We wish you both the best of luck. To your positions, please. As we say, on your marks, get set, go! Here we go. This is all a test of nerve. Let's cheer them on. Come on. Give them all the encouragement you can. It is a most excruciating game. There's already some heavy breathing going on from Pocklington. This is a classic of your March battle for double points. Oh! Pocklington is coming towards you. Fight it! Fight it! South Hunsley are coming back. South Hunsley, fight it! Oh! This is amazing stuff. You are seeing it on your mark. It's going towards Pocklington. Pocklington fighting back. Fight it back. It's all over. Brilliant. Brilliant play. Bad luck. We gotta say, that was a classic encounter. That means South Hunsley have doubled the points. Let's see how that affects the master scoreboard.
South Hunsley had 6 points in the pot. That's doubled to 12. And Pocklington, you had 8. They go into your master scoreboard, which now looks something like this. Pocklington School have 29 and South Hunsley creeping up with 23. And now it's time for anagrammatics. And of course, for anagrammatics, we've been joined by 2 teachers for Pocklington School. We've been joined by David Rumbelow and also the hyperactive and very nervous Andrew Moore, representing South Hunsley. Now, anagrammatics, we have taken a well-known phrasal saying, chopped it into chunks of letters. For every correct answer given to me from either team, Greg will put a chunk of letters onto the board. Now then, teachers, what you have to do, when you guess that phrasal saying, you have to put your hand in the air and go, miss, 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 miss. The first one to give me the correct answer will treble the points scored by your team. Okay. Fingers on buzzers, teams. On your marks. Yes. What was the name of the place outside Jerusalem where Jesus was crucified? James Pocklington.
Mount Sinai.
No, it was Calvary. What word can you put before berry, bird, and board? Natalie South Hunsley.
Black.
Black is right. What is the word that describes a 100 years anniversary? James Pocklington.
Centenary.
Centenary is right. What's the word that describes a 50th wedding anniversary? Or any anniversary? Joe South Hunsley.
Golden.
Golden is right. What is the only American state with the letter Z in its name? Natalie South Hunsley.
Arizona.
Arizona is right. What's the largest planet in the solar system? Natalie South Hunsley.
Jupiter.
Is right. Which planet in our solar system is nearest the sun? Natalie South Hunsley.
Mercury.
A resident astronomer, correct. What was the name of the famous mythological strongman who performed 12 labours?
Miss.
Fred Pocklington.
Hercules.
Hercules is right. Thank you very much, Mr. Moore. Right, okay. Moving on. What is the official language of Pakistan? Have a guess? Somebody? It's Urdu. What is the name for someone who leads prayers in a mosque? Fred Pocklington.
Rabbi.
No, it's the Imam. What is the name in Scotland for New Year's Eve? James Pocklington.
Hogmanay.
Hogmanay is right. What are Ringway, Stansted and East Midlands? James Pocklington.
Airports.
Airports is right. What are Wensleydale, Double Gloucester, James Pocklington?
Cheeses.
Cheese is absolutely right. And all the letters have gone onto the board. Have you any idea, Mr. Rumbelow? Hand it in. Thank you very much. So with all the letters now on the board, both teams have scored 5 points. Over to Greg to find out the answer.
Oh, Evans. Here we go.
Laugh and the world laughs with you. Who's got it right? Mr. Rumbelow's got it right. Mr. Moore almost got it right. He said, he who laughs last laughs loudest. But not quite right. So how does this affect the scores? Well, South Hunsley scored 5, Pocklington scored 5. So, Pocklington, your score is trebled because Mr. Rumbelow was so brilliant. So this is the master scoreboard at the end of this programme. South Hunsley have 28 points, but Pocklington School win with 44. To Pocklington, many commiserations to South Hunsley, a brave effort, but you don't go away empty-handed. You do get the very fine on your marks paperweight. Very nice too, but the winning team gets the magnificent trophy.
Oh, yes.
Presented by the one and only.
Yes. Well done to Pocklington School. Round of applause, come on. Yeah.
That's it from us for this week. All we have left to say is, on your marks.